Hello everyone, it's Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I pulled a few things out of my working box, and mainly there are a lot of tags. There's a few from DigiKits in here, but the thing is they all have either white backgrounds or solid backgrounds, and I want to add something to the back because I don't really care for the white, and these are things that I'm going to use to tuck in or simply as tags to hang. So I want to back them. Now some of them are, cardstock, so they're pretty substantial, and then I have other things in here that are more or less like copy paper, so they need some strength. Now, depending on the type of paper that I want to back, depends on, now I'm getting tongue-tied and it's first thing in a video, will depend on the type of backing I put on them. If it's a thin paperweight, I want something like with a cardstock weight. And what I have is, I pulled out this one, and this is just a piece of white cardstock that I had taken a doily and my ink and just went over it. And isn't that gorgeous? Used it as a stencil. And then I have a piece of cardstock here from one of the printables that I have. I used to only want to go to brick and mortar stores because I could look and feel at what I got. And then when COVID hit and we couldn't go, that's when I started online shopping. And I found that I prefer it rather than going into brick and mortar, because the ones we have here, like Michael's, their main thing that they sell is a lot of their brand, which is Recollections, and not a lot of name brands. The same with Hobby Lobby, which is Paper Studio, and Joann's. Mainly it's just Cricut with Joann, because they used to have like 4 or 5 rows of paper crafting. Now it's down to maybe a row. So our brick and mortars here have pretty much gotten out of carrying the stuff that I like to use. So that's why I shop online. Now for the thicker things, I use, several different types of paper. The paper that, we get when we purchase like a cup or a glass or something, they wrap it in. I do have some of that, and this was pressed, but this is one of the pieces that have been sitting up on top of my shelf for at least a year or so. But look at the patina that this page has. I mean, it's almost like a yummy vanilla. And then I have a smaller one. This was regular, I think this was like a linen, but I mean, it's great. And then y'all saw me when we did this with the same paper as this, like you get when you buy things, and all I did was wrinkle it up. I love the texture on this and the way this one turned out. So I got a couple of these. And all I'm going to do is sort of mask glue. Now this is, I think this is the only paper one I have thin like this. So I'm going to start with this one. And all I'm going to do is put glue on it and put it down. I'll worry about cutting it out later. I'm not worried about that right at the moment. I just want to get these glued in place. Now you could use a glue stick for this, but for some reason, most of the glue sticks I have, it's like they don't want to stay glued. So I'm gonna make sure I go around the corners good, around the edges. And then I'm just gonna come in here and line it up to that top and put it down. And that's all there is to it. Let me get my little thing here so I can make sure that glue gets everywhere under there. And then when the glue dries, I can come back and cut it out. All right, there's our first one. Now let's come into here. I don't really want to do the postcards like that, so I'll set those up. And most of my tags and little things like this, they were gifted to me. And I just love them. But I don't have room to hoard things, so I use them. And you know, when you send things to somebody, I know when I send things out, I want them to be used. So that's what we're going to do. Now this one I'm not putting along an edge or anything because my edge is a little rough. And this one, I think I'm going to cut it off at the ex libris part. But I'm going to get it down first, and then I'll worry about cutting it later. This is just getting our backgrounds down. And then once the glue dries, I'll come in and put them down like I want them. Or cut them out like I need them. There goes two. And I love the sparkly tags. I love sparklies. And Nikki calls it my squirrel syndrome when I see something sparkly and shiny. And it's sort of like Amora does when she's outside. It's like, oh, squirrel. Put a little bit of space in between there. Now, I've got some of these that are colored, and though some of these you may think, oh well, we could use those for Christmas, you know, like the red ones, but you can actually use any color at all for Christmas. It doesn't have to be just red, green, gold, blue, you know, just the usual Christmas colors. Because, I mean, when you go to the store and you look at all the Christmas decorations, they're not all red, green, and gold. There are teals, there are pinks, there are so many wonderful colors now. I know weird sort of, my Christmas tree is not, you know, the typical green with all the Christmas colors on the Christmas ornaments. My Christmas tree is white. All right, there's one page. Now I'm going to turn it over and bring my spreader out and just go along it to get some of that glue spread a little bit more. All right, there's another one done. So we set it aside and we move on. All right, there's another one here. And I'm going to come in with my glue and just keep going. Because this is more like you're mass making these. You know, I'll get which is that the front or is that the front? Let's do this side. And I see that I've got a tear there, so I'm going to come up some. Let's see, will another one fit? No, another one won't fit there. And it doesn't matter if I'm going to have, you know, spaces where there's nothing there. Okay. Put that one down there. Do I have room for one more? Yep. And this can be your background on the back. It could be used as an underlayment on the back, where you're putting another mat on top of it. You know, but this is mainly to give me something to start with instead of that white background. I may put flowers on here, I may put, you know, a vellum sticker or something, but you know, it gives me some place to go with these. I do want to use that corner on something. See, I've got some larger tags up here. I think that would be great on. Yeah, most of these that you're seeing, they were, like I said, they were gifted to me. So I definitely want to use them. Okay. Now this one I am going to sit down in this corner, even though my corner, not sure you can see it, is sort of frayed. But I want that frayed corner on there. That lined up. And just a touch. There. That will do. And then I've got another one here. I want to say Charlotte gave me these. But I don't know. It could be any number of my friends. And I have quite a few, what I call crafty sisters. And we share things. Sometimes we just get on the phone and just chit chat with each other while we're working. It's great to have, someone to help break up the silence and monotony. So if you have a chance, reach out to someone in your craft group. You'll be surprised at how many people would love to have you as a friend. Now I'm going to come up here with these postcards and put these up here too while I have the room. I know if it wasn't for my crafty friends, especially when COVID hit, oh my gosh. We couldn't go out. Well, y'all lived through it too. You know how it was. So they sort of kept me sane. Let's see, will that? No, but I think one of these will. Yeah, just barely. But I need to get through my box I have over here. But then I'm to the point where I almost cannot get anything else in my pull-me box because I've done so much. Which is why, if you saw my last video, I've made another journal cover. I think I'm going to pull this one out. Now the good thing about doing your own stencils like this is you can get all the way to the edge. So I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to come in here and fill it up too. Because then I can sit here while either I'm waiting for the video to upload or if I'm on the phone with someone. Because when we call places of business, it seems like we are always stuck on hold. Will that one go? It's not going to go that way. Do I want something on the back? That would definitely make it. I'm going to save that for something thinner. But I do want, oh, I got some of these other ones here I can put down. So I can sit here and cut these out if I'm on the phone or if I'm watching a video. And there are others that I follow that I watch their videos. I like watching Charlotte Peterson, Pam at the Paper Outpost. There's a few that are in Japan and Korea and Taiwan that I watch. And they do have it where you have English subtitles. Let's see. Will that one fit down there? Yeah. Although I think I need a thinner backing on that one. But I'm trying to use as much of the space that I have here. I know I didn't do it with the first two, but I'm going to do it with this one. That one will line up right along that edge, and they're almost touching there. So that's okay. They'll trim out really nice. Now, will these fit? Nope, but I have to do them the other way. Did I ink? Nope, I got it the right way. I know the weather here has been getting a lot cooler, and I love it. My electric bill especially loves it. I got my bill yesterday, and it is the lowest it has been in years. But then we haven't, well, we ran the air conditioner a couple of days, and I think I used the heater in here like twice so far, but that may come out on next month's bill. But it's just so nice to, and to have a cheaper bill than what we're used to. Okay, now I have just these few, and I've got a big page here. So I'm going to figure out which side I want to start with, and then just finish gluing them down. Oh, let's do this one down here on the corner, because it's got sort of a, almost a damaged corner. And I know I'm going to have to refill my glue bottle when I'm done. But we've had some nice weather. I remember as a kid, when I would stay at my grandmother's house, she didn't have air conditioning. But what she used to do, even in the wintertime, she would put a fan blowing out in the very back bedroom. And she didn't have a headboard. But so she had her bed right up against the window, and the window would be open about that much. And that cool and cold air would come in there. And I can remember spending nights with my grandma, crawling in there after. She had a gas heater in the bathroom, and she would turn it on, and I would go in there and take my bath and wash my hair. And at the time, my hair was past my waist when I was that little, and she would sit me in front of the fire in the fireplace and brush my hair till it dried. And then we'd crawl in bed. She'd let me wear one of her flannel nightgowns, which I thought was the bomb at the time. And I would crawl in bed and snuggle up under the covers with that cool air blowing in. Oh, I slept so good. So I have a fan that is right in this window here over my desk. It's an exhaust fan. Is my glue? Glue's not coming out. There we go. So at night, with it being cool, and I mean, we've been down in the 40s, I have the window over the head of my bed open, and my big fluffy pink furry comforter on the bed, and I snuggle under there, and I sleep so good. I love it. I may have to change glue bottles here in a minute. Let's hope we can get through with this one. Let's see, will that one fit? Yeah, I have enough room for that one. Now, I'm not concerned if I don't fill up all the spaces. my concern is to get these backed. All right, now I've got 3. Will they fit this way? 1, 2. No, I'll still have to have one that way. So we'll just do them all that way. Ooh, that is already doubled. I don't know if I want to back that one. It is kind of thin. I'm going to leave that one where it is. So we'll just do these 2. And then I'll have all these tags done. So that then all I need to do is I can attach, I can collage the back, I can put a sticker on the back, washi tape, whatever. So that if I'm working on something that has flowers on it, on the page, I've got that choice with these. And that is all I pulled out for right now. So we got quite a bit done. I turn these over because this is a thinner paper. And just give them a quick squeegee here to smooth down some of that glue. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. There. Well, I dropped that. So, not bad. So I got those done. And these have that, will have that backing. And then I have these. That was just that done. I have these here. And I got 2 layers of those. And I've got that one. So now all I got to do is cut them out. Now when you cut yours out, if you leave a little piece, if you're not really good with your scissors, I can't cut a straight line. I mean, I'll admit that. But I can get this to where it will go under my chomper. Now this is where you need to learn, spend time with your tools. Learn how they work. And learn how to, where the stopping place is. Now yes, I went a little over, but I've got that straight edge. And then if I need to, I can just come back in here and re-ink it, which I'll have to re-ink the back side anyway. Cut that side off. And then here, because I think I cut these out with just plain scissors, so the edges weren't even at all. And I'm using Vintage Photo today. And I'll just come in here, re-ink the edges that I trimmed off, and then I'll turn it around. And that is how easy it is. There, now I've got to tuck or just a little card to go in wherever I need it. So then, now I just got to cut everything else out. So you see how easy it is to mass produce stuff that you're going to use anyway. So go ahead and get it to the point to where you can use it. Now, I'm stuck with glue all over. Now, I probably won't do anything else to this. So this is ready. This can go in in my Pull Me box. These here, all I'm going to do is cut them out so that when I need to use them, excuse me, I'm going to try and do these with the scissors. If you can get your scissors lined up right along that edge and follow that edge with your scissors, they usually come out okay. Usually. And you see how easy this paper is to cut. And there. So I'll come back in here. I'll ink this side up. Now, I'm not worried about the hole because if I cover it up, I've got a little journaling spot. If I take my my hole punch and punch it out, then I've got a tag. But right now, it's ready so that I can come back in here. Let me move these out of the way so you can see. Excuse me just a moment. Let me get just something to wet my throat with. And let's go to vellum stickers. I love these things here. I said we could do it on that side, or we could do it on that side. Ooh, I like it on that side. Let's see what we've got as far as... It doesn't show up too well, but it does on that side. Now, the one thing with vellum is that you can't really ink the edges too much. Ugh. But I'll give it a shot and then pull out my tape and take the one little corner down here and then bend it so that that plastic that's backing it will come up, and then it will peel off just that easy. Now, the larger stickers do tend to roll, but put that down just like that. No, it's not even, but it works. Do you see how easy? Now I can use this as a journaling space. I've got something on the front, and I may make this into a tag, which means I'll come in here, and this is just a basic hole punch. It's nothing fancy, as I'm trying to use things that, you know, are not, you know, expensive, because some people are not to the stage where they have all this kind of stuff. Now I'm looking for my, well, where is this it? Yeah. Found my, ooh, those would be pretty. These are just regular hole reinforcements that I took ink to, and then some foiling. Now what, see, I have trouble placing these down because my fingers tend to get in the way. So I'm going to come here, put it where I want it, because I miscut it. There. There is a nice little tag. Just that easy. So I'm going to finish cutting things out, and then I'll put that in when I'm done. And then I'll have more to go in my overly stuffed already part of my Pull Me box. So if you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and you'll never know next what we're working on here in the Dragon's Den. So until then, bye guys!